It's time for Melbourne Aces baseball. Welcome to season 2025-2026. These are exciting times as the Aces embark on an international schedule, welcoming teams from the USA, South Korea, and New Zealand, as well as Australia, to Melbourne Ballpark. Plenty of your favorite players will be back in an Aces uniform this season. We're talking Mr. Ace, Darryl George, the superstar Aaron Whitefield, hard-hitting Jared Dale, who's been playing in Japan, star pitcher Evan Rutsky, the versatile Jared Belbin, and the speedy Morgan McCullough. Plus, there are some exciting, familiar, but new faces like Ulrich Bodyarski, Gunnar Kynes, Lewis Thorpe, and Kyle Gorgoski. The season kicks off in South Korea with the KBO Fall League, where the Aces will play teams from South Korea and Japan. 5 games and maybe more will be streamed for free on the Aces YouTube channel, with the new voice of the Aces, Andrew Henderson, on the call. Then the Aces return to Melbourne for 3 big series before Christmas. The Southern Stars and Striped Shield in late November sees the Aces take on the Black Sox, an American squad that has produced more than 20 Major League players. In mid-December, it's the Continental Cup against the Killer Bees from the Yinzer Pro League in Pennsylvania. It's a team full of young talent looking to launch their pro baseball careers. And just after Christmas, it's a trans-Tasman clash for the Australia-New Zealand Shield against the New Zealand Diamond Blacks. In the new year, we start with the College Challenge, a one-of-a-kind series that sees the Aces take on some of the best college baseball talent the U.S. has to offer. Plenty of young Aussies in action, too. Then the KBO teams roll in. The Hanwha Eagles and the KT Wiz are back again to do their spring training and show off their talented rosters in series against the Aces. Melbourne Ballpark is better than ever, with plenty of seating options, extensive food and drink choices, fan giveaways, and of course, Friday fireworks. So head to melbourneaces.com.au to secure your memberships, seats, and merchandise. And now we're off to South Korea. Here's the voice of the Melbourne Aces, Andrew Henderson.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Aces Baseball. I'm Andrew Henderson, the voice of the Aces for the 2025-2026 season. It's been a long 48 hours, but we're back for Game 3 of the Aces' historic appearance in the KBO Fall League. Let's send it down to the field. First pitch. Ground ball up the middle. It gets through. This was actually a leadoff base hit for Aaron Whitefield 2 days ago against IPBL Japan. A little highlight tape. This was the RBI ground out from Jared Dale scoring Aaron Whitefield. But from there, and now we send it back down to the field for the game that's happening right now. Excuse us for our timing, but it's a walk on 4 pitches to the leadoff hitter Aaron Whitefield. Coming from the arm, the pitcher Sejun Kim for the Goyang Heroes. That'll bring up Jared Dale. In the dirt, and there he goes again. He has been wreaking havoc on the base past Aaron Whitefield. 2 steals in Game 1 2 days ago. Another steal yesterday in the win against the NC Dinos, and here he is. Great jump, ball in the dirt. There was almost no chance. So already a runner in scoring position for Melbourne. The 1-0 pitch from Kim to Dale is in there for a strike. So a little bit about Goyang, the Heroes. They're a futures or a minor league team, whatever you want to call it, affiliated with the Kiwoom Heroes of the KBO. One is slashed into center field. It's playable and caught by Juan in center field. Unable to tag is Whitefield. 1 out. That'll bring up Chris Burke. Now back to the Heroes. In 2022, Kiwoom, their major league club in the KBO, actually played in the Korean Championship Series. And Kiwoom has yet to break through and win that first Korean Series title, but these Goyang players currently could be the next crop of guys who develop, step up to the next level, and bring that crown home. You are watching the future right now. The KBO Fall League, Asia's stars of tomorrow. Chris Burke early on with the runner in scoring position. Today in Ulsan, Moonsu Baseball Stadium, an almost perfect day for ball. 21 degrees, mostly cloudy, with some moderate wind. We didn't get to the highlights of yesterday's game, but the Aces are hot at the dish right now as the 1-0 comes from Kim. Whitefield on the way to third. He gets there. Ball gets away. He will score easily. Aaron Whitefield is a pitcher's worst nightmare. Anytime he gets on, he's in your head. He's dancing around on bags. He's taking the extra base. He's being opportunistic on this throwing error from catcher Donghyun Kim. And how great is that? Not only on the field, but just mentally, to have a guy able to lead off the game, get on base, get momentum moving in the right direction. You have to love it if you're manager John Diebel. 2-1 to Burke. The time is called. Fouled off 2-2. Chris Burke in his 8th season with the Aces. Started back in 2017 at age 15. Then spent 2 seasons in MLB rookie ball in the States for the Philadelphia Phillies and the Kansas City Royals. That one gets away from Kim. Count works full. Aces early on, pushing deep into counts, making the starter work. Second walk of the game. Surrendered by Si-John Kim. The Aces took advantage of mistakes yesterday from the defense of the NC Dinos on their way to scoring 10 runs and collecting their first victory in KBO Fall League history. And now taking advantage of some more defensive mistakes in the ways of walks. It was 2 errors yesterday that they capitalized on, already capitalized on 1 walk, and now here is Ulrich Bojarski. Takes a curveball in there for a strike. Bojarski hit a home run in yesterday's ball game. Again, we didn't have the stream, we didn't have the feed yesterday, but word is it was not a cheapie. It was an absolute blast. 0-1 to the right fielder. He swings through another curveball. There we go. The Aces were flying high, just like you see in that picture. 10-5 after a masterful 6th inning where the boys plated 6 runs. But now Bojarski down in the count. The home run hitter. Kim will check in on Burke, nothing doing. Bojarski is an ABL veteran, 8 seasons with Perth, debuting in 2016, and he's coming off his best season yet back in the 2024 ABL season. Ground ball just foul. This is the defensive alignment for the Aces that we'll see in the bottom half of the first inning. Another check on first base. That one was close. Almost got away from the first baseman, Yang. He was able to corral it. But the rest of the Aces batting order after Whitefield, Dale, Burke, and Burjarski, it's Belbin, Napleton, Lynn, McCullough, and Hardy. 0-2 to Burjarski. Lined and snared, thrown to first in time. Nice play from Haibiging Kong. So 2 down. That'll move Burke into scoring position. That ball was hit on a line. Hit hard, too. An absolute rocket at Kwan. So it's now Jared Belbin. Takes for a strike. Belbin, a local guy, born here in Melbourne. Oh, 1. Belbin actually attended college in the United States at the highest level of baseball, Division I Campbell University. Hit 21 home runs in 2023, the 25-year-old, in only 61 games, and helped his team to the NCAA tournament. And not a very easy thing to do. 0-1. Fouled away. Now 2 strikes on Belbin. He was with the Aces last year. It's now his 3rd season with Melbourne. And in between that time, he spent 2 seasons with the Seattle Mariners in their farm organization. Slashed up the middle. It's going to be an RBI base hit. Coming around to score is Burke. Jared Belbin with the big knock. So the Aces are doing what they couldn't on the last game we streamed here on Aces TV on Wednesday, which is get hits with runners in scoring position. They're having no trouble today moving guys through. With 2 outs, Luke Napleton. Napleton's a former Minnesota Twin in the MLB in their farm system. Hailing from Chicago, Illinois. The University of Louisville product. Again, high-level Division I baseball in the States. Only 23 years of age. This guy is a very, very exciting prospect. He flies one, right center field, deep, and off the wall. Here comes Belbin. He will score. It's 3-0 Aces. They're piling it on in the first. A 2-out RBI double from Luke Napleton. Wind carrying out. Got good wood on it. Just a couple more feet. A few more exit velocity miles per hour, and that one would have been gone. Let's see if Chen Shun Lin can keep moving the line. The catcher for the Aces. He caught in the game 2 days ago, the opener against IPBL. Reached base 1 time. Also, did a fair job behind the plate, controlling the pitching staff, blocking pitches. 0-1 to the catcher. He swings through an off-speed, not even close. Lin will be catching his teammate today, Kuo Yu Chang, the pitcher for the Aces. Both of them play for Wei Chuan of the Chinese Professional Baseball League. Now, Lin was a 2020 second-round pick. He's played in 92 games in 5 seasons. Down in the count, 0-2. It's going to drop for another RBI hit. That's 3 in a row from the Aces. This time, it's from the catcher, Chen Shun Lin. And we wondered before this game, are the Aces going to carry their hot bats in to this Friday afternoon after the win yesterday against the NC Dinos? And the answer is a resounding yes. So a break to check on Si-Jun Kim on the mound. And while we're at it, let's talk about the defense for the Goyang Heroes. On the corners in the infield, it's Yao and Yang. Up the middle, it's Kwon and Yom. In the outfield, left to right, Jian, Wan, and Ju. And behind the plate is Donghyun Kim. But the Aces have had a spark ever since that opening loss on Wednesday, where they couldn't get those hits with runners in scoring position. And Morgan McCullough shows bunt but pulls back. The second baseman, 8th man in the order. The Aces have nearly batted through in the first inning. But once again, John Diebel, even after the loss on Wednesday, was very impressed with his group. He sounded very calm. Only one game. He took the things that he liked, which was the pitching staff, some of the good at-bats from guys like Whitefield and Burjarski. And it's looking like they learned from that game. Now the boys are grooving. Still, obviously, a long way to go. Top of the first. Pitch nearly hits the corner, but now it's 2-1. Kim was struggling with control early. Remember, 2 walks, and a lot of times 2 walks, you're wild outside the zone. It leads to some misses, some bad misses down the plate inside the zone where the Aces have been taking advantage. Right field, moving in is Joe, and he makes the catch, but not before the Aces strike gold. 4 runs in the first inning, 4-0 Aces. We'll be back in a moment.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
Ublinds Australia's once-a-year stock take sale is on now. For 2 weeks only, all products are half price. Shutters, security, curtains, zip screens and all other products. Don't miss out.
Australia.
Welcome back in, and it's always nice to step on the mound when you have a 4-run lead. There's the man, the myth, the legend, Kuo Yu Cheng, the right-hander hailing from the Republic of China. We'll talk about him more in a second. Here's the defensive outlook for the Aces. On the corners, it's Hardy and Belbin. Up the middle, Dale and McCullough. In the outfield, as you're so used to seeing, Burke, Whitefield, and Burjarski. And behind the plates, the battery man for Kuo Yu Cheng is Chen Shun Lin, his teammate, once again from the Weichuan Dragons. Here is Jung Hong Park the DH, and the leadoff hitter for the Goyang Heroes. But back to Yu Cheng on the mound. He's age 27. He's played 5 seasons with Wei Chuan in the CPBL as he throws a nasty slider to make it 0-2. He's a veteran, and that's a veteran pitch. 107 pro games for Kuo in 28 starts. Close one. Oh, and Lin did not agree. You could see the long glove hold and the shake of the head. It's 1-2. Park swings and misses. One batter, one strikeout. So far, so good for Kuo Yu Cheng. And you could almost say he rung him up on 4 pitches, or needed 4 pitches, because the last one was borderline too. He came right at him. 4 pitches, nearly 4 strikes. Wow. And he finds the zone again, facing Seung-Yong Yum, the second baseman for Goyang. Late and fouled off. 0-2, and setting the tone as a pitcher, as a starter early in the game. Huge thing. How are you going to attack these hitters? And so far, for Kuo, it's been with strikes. 0-2 again. Ring him up! Called strike 3, down goes Yom. 2 outs in the first. And from the very first pitch, you could tell the location was on for Kuo. Yom did not agree. So that'll bring up Seung-Wan Ju. First pitch to the right fielder is a little low. Ju's been hitting pretty well so far. Lifted into left field. Left center gap, but playable. Calling it off is Whitefield. And a fantastic, quick 1-2-3 inning for Kuo Yu Cheng. Smiles everywhere, 4-0 aces. Top of the second, coming right up. Welcome back into the studio. I'm Andrew Henderson, the voice of the Aces for the 2025-2026 season, and I'm here. I sound like a broken record because I probably told you this about 100 times last game, but remember, you can vote with your QR code for the player of the game. We don't know who the player of the game yet's going to be. Probably a little too early to say, but remember, scan that QR code. As that one is caught, It was a softball off the bat of Will Hardy, caught by Yom at second base. Almost got a little ahead of ourselves. But remember, vote for player of the game using your smartphone, and we'll check in inning by inning on results. The player of the game last game on Wednesday was actually Will Hardy. Speak of the guy, we're at the top of the order. Remember, the Aces almost batted through in the first inning. Aaron Whitefield walked, stole 2 bags, came around to score on a throwing error. Shows bunt, watches ball. Whitefield, MLB debut. Yes, we talked about this last time, but he's played in the MLB 8 games, 3 with the Minnesota Twins as he watches a ball in the dirt, 5 with the Angels, and just the experience he brings to this club. A lot of young players who are vying to move up in professional baseball, and to have a guy that's been through it and teach you and show you the ropes is so important and so unique about the Melbourne Aces as well. Same with Lewis Thorpe, the guy who started game 1 on Wednesday, spent time at the highest level in the major leagues, and it's really what makes the Aces special. I mean, going up to Korea, it's ambitious, it's something different. Just proves that these boys will face talent from anywhere at any time. Full count to Whitefield. The 29-year-old awaits. The pitch is inside, another walk, and we can already guess what's going to happen next. 9 times out of 10, Whitefield will be in motion, moving to second base on a possible steal, just like we saw in the first. And it seems like deja vu for the pitcher, Seo-Jun Kim. Jared Dale with the wood, flew out to center field in the first. He hits one deep to left field, and it one-hops the wall. Whitefield is on his horse, no throw to home, and it's an RBI double for the shortstop, Jared Dale. The Aces are finding the barrel early on, and I think Dale thought that was gone. He may have thought he got all of it, and it looked like from our view here as well, just a little short, but you could tell he had barrel on it. He started walking out of the box originally. But man, oh man, 5-0 in the second. Chris Burke is the next man up. He walked last inning, and he came around to score. And it looks like we will not be getting a pitching change. I am unsure on the delay. Maybe another manager meeting. And here we are. Okay, this could be the pitching change that we were looking for a minute ago. But in the meantime, let's talk a little bit more about Goyang as that ends the day. Just over an inning of work for Seo-Jun Kim, and his day is finished. We'll be right back after the change. Aces 5, Heroes 0.
One Love is there for the moments with the people you love the most, to share the highs and the lows together. It's the one for all people, all times, and all places. Brick Lane's One Love Pale Ale. It's the one for all.
Light and Easy's award-winning healthy meal delivery service features over 235 delicious breakfasts, lunches and dinners for everyone to enjoy. From those who want to lose weight to those who want to gain more free time. From those who want to be a little healthier to those a little older who want to age well. There's no shopping or cooking and there's no contracts or subscriptions. Just your choice of affordable, ready-to-eat meals delivered to your door when you need them. Visit lightandeasy.com.au today.
Called strike one to Chris Burke. The new pitcher on the mound for the Heroes is Ji-Yul Yang. He's taking over for Seo Jun Kim, who went 1 1/3 innings with 4 earned runs, one of them unearned on the throwing error from the other Kim behind the plate. Chris Burke walked, came around to score last inning. Jared Dale on second base after his RBI double. Poked foul. 1-2. Chris Burke, I'm pretty sure some of you longtime Aces fans remember watching him grow up, because he started with the club at age 15 in 2017, just a pup. Pops one up high. It's going to stay in play. Yang makes a catch going against the sun. 2 outs. So the right-hander comes in, gets out number 1. Now he'll face the cleanup hitter, Ulrich Berjarski. A dangerous hitter at that. 2 for 4 yesterday with a home run. So far today, he hit a rocket shot to shortstop that was snared and ultimately ended in a 6-3 putout. 0-1. Chases again. We've seen that a few times. Berjarski getting ahead of himself. And with the way he's swinging it right now, I doubt he'll be getting many fastballs. You'll probably see a lot more of that. So 0-2. Yang needs one more pitch to get out of the inning. And he gets it. Down goes Berjarski. But the Aces add one more. 5-0, headed to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back.
One Love is there for the moments with the people you love the most. To share the highs and the lows together. It's the one for all people, all times, and all places. Brick Lane's One Love Pale Ale. It's the one for all.
Light and Easy's award-winning healthy meal delivery service features over 235 delicious breakfasts, lunches and dinners for everyone to enjoy. From those who want to lose weight to those who want to gain more free time. From those who want to be a little healthier to those a little older who want to age well. There's no shopping or cooking, and there's no contracts or subscriptions. Just your choice of affordable, ready-to-eat meals delivered to your door when you need them. Visit lightandeasy.com.au today.
Over 100 delicious, nutritionally balanced meals to choose from, designed by chefs and approved by dietitians, delivered right to your door. Visit lightandeasy.com.au. And man, I'm hungry now. That always happens when we read those Light and Easy ads. Back on the mound is Kuo Yu Cheng, as that one is grounded to first base. A diving play by Belbin, and they finish off the back half with the flip. Great play on both sides. The dive from Belbin, and Kuo for getting over there in the nick of time. That retires Sieng Jong-won. Incredible, and those plays are, I would say, treacherous for the pitcher because you're running full speed to the bag. Same with the hitter, and we've seen it happen many times in different levels of baseball where you get stepped on, you twist an ankle. So you have to focus on the ball that's coming in, the flip from Belbin, but at the same time protect yourself. That was not easy for Kuo Yu Cheng, and 4 up, 4 down so far. He's been perfect, and it's 0-2. He's doing what he's done all day, which is get ahead in the counts. This is the first baseman at the plate, Hyung Jong Yang. Off speed, hit sharply. Sliding play from McCullough, out number 2. The Aces making it look real easy on defense on that right side of the infield. Kuo Yu Cheng, 5 seasons with the Weichuan Dragons, as he'll face Tae-Hun Jeon, the left fielder. First pitch is in there for a strike. Kuo's best year with the Dragons was in 2022, where he was a workhorse. 99 2/3 innings pitched as he gets a sword on a nasty off-speed. Let's take another look. It looks like a changeup from that grip with a little arm side run, and for a lefty, very tough to pick up. 0-2. He tries a fastball up and away, misses. But that season in 2022 for Kuo, in 99 2/3 inning pitched, a 3.43 ERA. Once again, a veteran. He's been there, done that, and he's looking the part today. 1-2, just off the inside corner. Kuo out of the University of South China. Ground ball. It's going to be routine for McCullough. 1-2-3 yet again. 6 up and 6 down for Kuo Yu Cheng. The Aces are firing on all cylinders, and we're headed to the 3rd. Don't go anywhere.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a sporting globe.
Welcome back to the studio, and I'm here to tell you for the 1,001 time to vote for player of the game. Go scan the code right now. We'll check out the results very soon. Let's swing it back to the field. New arm on the mound for the Goyang Heroes. He will be facing Melbourne, Napleton, and Lynn. 5, 6, and 7 in the Aces order. Melbourne singled in the first. He's been having a good game on both sides of the ball. And if you're thinking about player of the game, yep, perfect. Right, the graphic was right on time. I think Matt and I have the same brain. But Melbourne, not only did he single and come around to score in the first, but he made that defensive play, and it's caught on a line by Yom at second base, but that still doesn't hurt the case for Melbourne's player of the game. He's been doing it on offense and on defense like we saw in the bottom of the second, making a diving play, swinging it over to his pitcher for the out at first. Keep that in mind. So after the line out to second, it brings up the designated hitter, Luke Napleton. Napleton doubled. He smoked one. And he came around to score as well. Opposite field power to right center. Napleton, the Chicago, Illinois product from the United States. Comes a long way from home. Only 23 last season, or 2025. Earlier, he played Double-A ball for the Minnesota Twins. This guy is a next-level prospect, and he's showing why. Second hit of the ball game. It sneaks through the left side of the infield, and it looks like the Aces are in business once again. Watch out for Luke Napleton, folks. With one down, Chen Shun Lin at the dish. 1 for 1 with a single. This is just inside. Now let's talk a little bit more about Goyang, if you're wondering. It's satellite city of Seoul, located just northwest of the capital, about a 30-minute drive from downtown, as the 1-0 is in there for a strike, making it 1-1. The population of Goyang is around 1 million. It's one of South Korea's largest suburban cities. Now, if you're wondering how far the trip is from Goyang to Ulsan, South Korea, where we are today, as a 1-1 is on the way to right field, it's going to drop in for a base hit. So, man, this 1-2 punch of Napleton and Lin has been lethal. 4 for 4 combined from those two hitters. So with McCullough at the plate with a runner in scoring position, 1 down, we'll get back to Goyang. So if you're wondering about the distance, how far they had to travel for this Ulsan KBO Fall League, ball 1, It's 358 kilometers from Goyang to Ulsan. And for the United States viewers, yes, I got you. 222 miles. I am not good at the conversions either. So a 4.5, 5-hour drive or about an hour flight. Morgan McCullough in a 1-0. Ground ball scooped up for one at second on the way to first. Not in time. Good hustle from McCullough. He keeps the inning alive, and that moves Napleton over to third. Runners at the corners with 2 down. That was a good play by Yom at second base, getting it to his shortstop, Quan. A lot of times when you see a second baseman moving to their left towards the bag, they don't have the play at second just because it's the momentum, but he was able to get that runner. So now there's only 1 in scoring position as opposed to 2 with 2 outs for the 18-year-old Will Hardy, who collected 2 hits in Wednesday's game right here on Aces TV. He was the star of the show in that loss, player of the game. He softly lined out his first at-bat to second base. First pitch to Hardy, not close. He was on the Aces development team in 2024. And he's also been around the block. Just this September, as a 1-0 pitch is on the way, he represented Team Australia in the 2025 Under-18 World Cup held in Japan. So a lot of traveling for the young third baseman. He's up in the count, 2-0. Swings and fouls one away, and what they say, the bat travels everywhere. And here we go, the distance between Goyang and Seoul. One more time, 358 kilometers, about a 4.5, 5-hour drive, depending on traffic. And also how fast you drive, and if any of my family members are watching, I totally drive the speed limit, and I want you to believe that. A check-in on first base to no avail. It's Morgan McCullough with a decent lead. Pitch called strike, runner goes, and it's thrown into the outfield. The Aces get a gift. Scoring is Luke Napleton. It's another to the tally, 6-0 in the third inning. Man. So it looked like McCullough was dead in the water there. Didn't get a great jump. And he was going to be out by a mile or even a kilometer. And instead, the low throw from Kim, his second throwing error from the catcher as there's a ground ball to third base, scooped, fielded, fired. It's a close play, but in time to get Will Hardy. But the Aces take advantage of another mistake from Goyang. It's 6-0, bottom of the third coming your way.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
fitness and performance has more than vision. What drives the crew team and its members is a dedication to community and an eagerness to be surrounded by a personal growth culture. Stop into their location on Braybrook or Hoppers Crossing to see for yourself. And yes, I'm new to the Melbourne area. I've been looking for a gym. Need to go get a nice little back and bicep pump. Thanks to Crew Fitness for having me covered. And that was not part of the ad read, by the way. So Kuo Yu Cheng has retired his first 6 hitters faced. And here he is again, leading the count 0-2. If you had a dime for every time he was up in the count, you would be a billionaire. He faces 7, 8, 9 in the order, starting with Dongwook Yao. 0-2 to Yao. Is close, but no cigar. Down low, 2-2. The Goyang Heroes are a futures minor league team affiliated with the Kiwoom Heroes of the KBO, and they do have some notable alumni from their organization that we'll talk about here in a moment. Count runs full. First, it's Jung-Ho Lee, who plays for the San Francisco Giants here in 2025, a fan favorite way out there in the United States in the Bay Area. He was the KBO Rookie of the Year fresh out of high school in 2017, the first time that anyone and the KBO has done that. Payoff is low. So the first base runner reaches in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Heroes. It's Dongwook Yao. Jung-Ho Lee played in this Heroes organization. He also won the MVP in 2022, multiple gold gloves, and also the batting champion title. And another name you might recognize if you're a big baseball fan as far as the Heroes organization, Yasiel Puig, the Los Angeles Dodgers rookie sensation all the way back in 2013, and also one of my favorite players of all time. He was an iconic name in America and also his home country of Cuba. He finished his career for the Heroes in Kiwoom as a pick play at first base. Is to no avail. Puig was with the Kiwoom Heroes in 2 stints, 2022 and 2025, where he hit 28 home runs. So what does that tell you? As that pitch grazes Donghyun Kim to make it 2 on and no out, but it tells you that this organization, the Heroes, they have some good players, some very good players, and you are watching the possible future stars of tomorrow. And so after some clean innings of work, 1-2, going 6 up, 6 down, Kuo Yu Cheng finds himself in some trouble, surrendering free passes to the first 2 batters. And it's only going to get harder because he faces the 9-hole hitter, Hyuk Bin Kwan, and then he'll face the top of the lineup. But you're in a situation like this, you're always 1 pitch away from the friendly double play. Dale and McCullough pinched in up the middle at 2nd and short. And with the way the defense has been playing in the infield today for the Aces, you'd feel confident about your chances if you serve up a ground ball. Lifted into left field. Moving back is Burke, but it's playable. He makes the catch. Tagging and moving to 3rd, and that ball is dropped. And unfortunately, Dongwook Yao is down. So he's able to tag up, and we hope he's okay. I don't know if it was the ball that got him or the base, maybe a hand or a cleat of Will Hardy at 3rd base. But he's going to have some medical attention. We'll take a moment here just to make sure that Yao is all right. Looks like he is. And it looks like Yao went headfirst into the knee area of Hardy, and we all know that does not feel great. But on the play, it was a fly out to left by the 9-hole hitter, Hyuk Bin Kwon, and both runners were able to tag. So 2 outs, runners on second and third base for the leadoff hitter, Jo Hong Park. He struck out in the first, the DH. Kuo Yu Cheng navigating trouble in the third. We were talking about famous alumni from the Heroes organization. Another guy who's up and coming is Song Sung Mun. He's a current infielder on the Major League squad of Kiwoom. As the 2-0 finds the zone. He's been with the franchise since 2015. And after a breakout 2024 and 2025, hitting 340, yes, 340, write that down, and 316 respectively, Song is now getting much attention from MLB scouts. Lifted high into right field, going back, yeah, and it is gone. Jo Hong Park puts the Heroes on the board in a big way. It feels like a brand new ball game. It's now 6-3. All game, from the very first batter, it felt like the Aces had the momentum. Smooth sailing, and that is baseball. One swing of the bat can change it all. So we'll see how Kuo can bounce back. 1 down, bases clear for Seung-Won Yeom, the second baseman who struck out looking in the first. It looks like it was just a hanging changeup or a hanging slider, an off speed that Kuo intended to get down in the zone. It didn't. It hung up there, and for Park, it just looked like batting practice. 0-2 to Yeom. Ground ball. McCullough's there. Sidearm throw, 2 outs. It was a good blast, and as you can see, the wind blowing out towards that right field pole. It looked originally like Berjarski may have had a play, the way he was moving back, but again, that wind took it, caught enough barrel. Hanging off speed. It's through the hole on the right side. Seung-Won Ju, a 2-out single. You can clearly see the plan of attack from the Heroes now. They understand that Kuo Yu Cheng is attacking the zone. That's what made him successful in the first 2 innings, throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, getting ahead 0-1, 0-2. And now these Goyang hitters are just attacking early on a couple fastballs. And another first pitch swing. It's a routine play. That's the end of the third, but not before the Heroes strike back. They're not going down without a fight today. Aces lead 6-3. We're headed to the fourth.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
Blinds Australia's once-a-year stock take sale is on now. For 2 weeks only, all products are half price. Shutters, security, curtains, zip screens and all other products. Don't miss out.
Australia.
Welcome back in. Top of the 4th inning. Aaron Whitefield at the plate. He's been patient today. He's walked twice. And he's well on his way to do so again. It's 2-0, and is Aaron Whitefield going to be the player of the game? Well, it's all up to you. Go get out your phone now, any device, scan the QR code, and vote for the player of the game. Hit hard into left field, and it one-hops the fence. Whitefield on base for the 3rd time this afternoon. He is too hot right now. So I think I know where some of the votes are going to be going after that. It's like it's like the announcer's jinx, the announcer's curse. You bring something up, and then something happens. We bring up player of the game, and boom, you get a double on the next pitch by Whitefield. He's in scoring position. The ace is looking to bounce back after giving up 3 in the bottom half of the 3rd. Here's Jared Dale. Jared Dale, who's had stints in the San Diego Padres farm system since all the way back in 2018. He's even worked his way up to AAA. Now, if you're unfamiliar, in Major League MLB organizations, the minor league level goes low A, high A, double A, and AAA. And AAA, of course, you're right there knocking on the door as he shows bunt. He was playing for the El Paso Chihuahuas, and I know what you're thinking, the Chihuahuas as a mascot. It's pretty cool. They make it work. But Dale, a very talented 25-year-old player, played in the Japan Winter League in 2025, hitting .310. And last season with the Aces, well, if you don't remember, hitting .381. He pops this one up. Shallow right center field. Who's going to call it? And at the last second, it's the right fielder, Jew, to make the play. It looks like a bit of miscommunication between the Heroes. Once again, the wind is moving towards the right field pole. 19-mile-per-hour gusts. Could have been a little tricky, but it's enough for the out. And man, Whitefield, possibly a bluff. Or maybe he even thought that that one was going to be fully in no man's land. He was lucky enough to get back to the second base bag easily. After the fly out, it's Chris Burke into left for the hit. Whitefield's coming home. There's going to be a play. The throw is off. It's 7 4-3 Aces. Chris Burke, his first hit of the day. It's an RBI single. Great approach, swinging early in the count, taking what the pitcher gave him, which was a pitch away, not trying to do too much, kept his hands inside out and just flicked it in between the hole the other way. Whitefield has now scored his second run of the game. The quintessential leadoff hitter, guy that can get on, work counts, steal bags, be speedy, and occasionally hit a nice double one-hopper off the wall as well, as we just saw. We're getting a pitching change. We'll be right back.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
Welcome back, everyone. Top of the fourth inning. The Aces just added another run to make it 7-3. Cleanup hitter Ulrich Borjarski is at the plate. He's 0 for 2, and he's facing a new arm. It's Dongjun Jiang, the right-hander, and we had to go through some extensive research here on set to figure out who it was, the mystery man. But now we know, and now we're ready for some baseball. It is dropped by Kim behind the plate. It looked like almost a foul ball, but no. That's just a straight-up stolen bag for Chris Burke. That steal is brought to you by South Morang Motors. Good jump. He was going all the way, and absolutely no chance for Kim to throw him out at second. And remember, Kim has had some issues, some trouble throwing out runners, as Deebs is wondering what's going on. He's just as confused as we are. And I thought originally it was going to be about possibly catcher's interference. Was it catcher's interference? Doesn't look like it there. Maybe. Well, yes. Okay, so Kim looks like he got grazed by the bat of Borjarski, and in that case, it would be catcher's interference moving up the runner. But now they're saying it was a dead ball. So Burke goes back to first. In the end, it was a dead ball, like we thought in the beginning. Nevertheless, it's 0-1 from Goyang to Borjarski, and that means it actually wasn't a South Morang Motors steal. But we got in 2 ad reads for South Morang. One out, one on to Borjarski. He went yard, hit a deep home run yesterday, and shoot. Nearly does it again, but just a little early. He's down 0-2. Borjarski's coming off his best season ever in professional baseball. Named to the 24-25 ABL Team of the Year as the right fielder. In there, safe. Burke was going again, testing the arm of Kim behind the plate. And this time it's a stolen base. So here we go with the third ad read. That steal is brought to you by South Morang Motors. The ball actually beat him there, but Kwan, or it wasn't Kwan, it was Yam, the second baseman coming over to the play to play the bag, wasn't able to get the tag there in time. A little bit of matrix movement from Burke to get his hand in there. Deep to right. One hops the wall. Belbin, RBI double. And he does a little dance, do the little shimmy on second base. When you're hitting like that, it's his second hit of the game. You can do whatever you want. Jared Belbin. Now we were talking about Aaron Whitefield for player of the game as he takes an off speed, possibly a back foot slider, gets the barrel to it. We were talking about Whitefield being player of the game, but now you have Belbin with a single, an RBI double, and that nice play at first. And where's Belbin? He's only at 4%, guys. Come on. I know we could do better, but Will Hardy is about the fan favorite right now. And, of course, Aaron Whitefield doing all his traffic on the base pass is always going to be up there. So Borjarski struck out looking on that stolen base. It happened very fast. Then Belbin came up. He actually drove in Burke on that double. Now here's Luke Napleton, who's 2 for 2. Napleton, the DH, doubled and scored in the first inning, singled in the third. Napleton, a big-time prospect, playing high-level college baseball in America. The former Minnesota Twin out of their farm system. 16 total games in high A ball, and he gets hit on the helmets. Boy, oh boy, is that scary. You always hold your breath in a situation like that, and I don't think I've ever seen a guy that cool and calm after getting nailed up high as I just saw Luke Napleton, because it looks like he's on a walk in the park. There was no reaction. He had a smile on his face as he walked down to first. And curious to see what's going on here. We'll take a break. Looks like a pitching change. We're glad that Napleton's okay.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
Righty, top of the fourth, and Luke Napleton is okay after getting nailed in the helmet. There was a pitching change. It's now Hyun Youn on the mound for Goyang. He's facing Chen Shun Lin, who has 2 singles. First pitch is lifted down the line in right field, and it will find the seats. So we were talking about player of the game a moment ago. It's being led by Will Hardy. Get some Whitefield votes. But what we just saw from Luke Napleton is almost unreal. So far this game, he's doubled, he's singled. Yeah, that's great. But he took a pitch off the helmet, which is extremely scary for anyone. We were all holding our breath. And he gets up with a smile on his face like nothing happens and just walks down to first base. I think that deserves some points. He's reached base 3 times. Another pop-out foul. But seriously, name another time you've seen a player get hit in the helmet already with 2 hits in the game and just smile and say, yeah, we're just going to walk down to first. Everything's chill. You don't. So if I don't see some player of the game votes, even a few, maybe a couple percentage points for Napleton, who's doubled, singled, and reached on a hit by pitch, we might have a problem. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to have a problem, guys. I'm glad you're here watching this game. We're having a fun time with the Aces leading 8-3 in the 4th inning as that pitch backs up Lin a little bit off the plate. Look at his reaction. He's like, woo! It was a good pitch. It almost found the inside corner of the zone. 1-2 to the catcher. He's able to lay off, and we've seen this a few days now for Lin. Some patient, professional at-bats where he's been very good at seeing the ball early, laying off those sliders, and it makes sense because he's played 5 seasons in the CPBL, a very well-respected league. Ball in the dirt. Both runners will stay at their bases. It's Melbourne on second, Napleton on first. Pretty impressive for Lin, being only 23, playing nearly 100 games with the Wei Chuan Dragons. 2 outs, 2 on, full count pitch. Here it comes. Smacked up the middle. Will it score? Yes, it will. Chen Shun Lin is 3 for 3. His first RBI of the ball game. The Aces have almost matched their total run count from yesterday. And ladies and gents, we are in the 4th inning. It is just an offensive clinic. And that happens for hitters. When you're seeing the ball well, you're taking tough pitches on the corners. You are bound to get something good. The pitcher has to come at you. And he did. Hyun Yao came straight at Lin in a full count, and Lin took advantage. Man, the player of the game could really be anyone right now. It is a mystery. You could say up and down the lineup. I just love this. So now, once again, 2 on, 2 out. This time the Aces leading by 6. It's Morgan McCullough. McCullough's 0 for 2. He flew out to right field and also grounded into a fielder's choice. The pitch almost gets away. Kim having to break out of his squat to make the catch. Will Hardy on deck would be the 9-hole hitter coming up with 2 outs. And Aaron Whitefield, the top of the order in the hole. 2-0. It does just find the lower part of the zone. So McCullough, he's from the Pacific Northwest in the United States, Seattle, Washington. 3-1, and his childhood team was, of course, the Mariners. The Mariners right now in the American League Championship Series, leading the Toronto Blue Jays 2-1. They're 2 wins away from reaching their first ever World Series. And McCullough actually got time in the Seattle Mariners organization. in the early 2020s. It was a childhood dream come through. He was drafted by the Los Angeles Angels in the 2019 MLB draft. Just once again shows the talent up and down this Aces lineup as McCullough will reach for the first time on this lovely 21-degree afternoon here in Ulsan at Munsu Baseball Stadium. So the sacks are now full. And I don't know if you've heard that saying before. A lot of people say bases loaded, bases juiced. I like sacks are full for Will Hardy. Hardy, does he go? The answer is no, sir. Hardy has softly lined out, and he's also grounded out to third base. He had 2 hits in the opening game on Wednesday right here on Aces TV. Now takes another ball, 2-0, and there's nowhere to put him for Haeyoung Yao. Will Hardy recently played for the Newport Rams baseball organization, and boy, have they been loud supporting their player on social media. We've been seeing it. And Hardy, like I said after the first game, just looks like he's a 10-year vet out there. Plays with a lot of poise, patience at the dish. Quality at-bats, unselfish swings. He's ahead 3-0, and he will walk. So the Aces have now reached their tally from yesterday. They have 10 on the board in the top of the 4th, and they're still loaded. This is something, and the coaching staff of the Heroes just looks bewildered right now because out of the entire lineup, 8 Aces hitters have reached. Almost the entire lineup has reached base. That is something, and once again, we're in the 4th inning. We're not even halfway through this ball game. Here's Aaron Whitefield, top player of the game candidate. 2 walks and a double. He scored twice. He is just so hard to sit down. It's a second at-bat of this inning. Yes, the Aces have gone all the way through. 1-1, 2 down, sacks full. Melbourne up 7 runs on Goyang. And we'll get a 1-2 pitch. But how awesome is this? Once again, you don't get this anywhere else unless it's the Melbourne Aces. You have an 18-year-old who takes a walk, scores a run, and then you have a 29-year-old who spent time in the MLB hitting back-to-back. It is truly a one-of-a-kind thing that the Aces are building. Whitefield strikes out on the off-speed. He's retired for the first time today, but the Aces tack on even more. They're up big. We're in the mid-half of the 4th.
One Love is there for the moments with the people you love the most. To share the highs and the lows together. It's the one for all people, all times, and all places. Brick Lane's One Love Pale Ale. It's the one for all.
Light and Easy's award-winning healthy meal delivery service features over 235 delicious breakfasts, lunches and dinners for everyone to enjoy. From those who want to lose weight to those who want to gain more free time. From those who want to be a little healthier to those a little older who want to age well. There's no shopping or cooking and there's no contracts or subscriptions. Just your choice of affordable, ready-to-eat meals delivered to your door when you need them. Visit lightandeasy.com.au today.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Andrew Henderson, the voice of the Aces for this 2025-2026 season. And doesn't it feel great when you're up 7 runs? I know. When it's a close game, you're a little tight. Me too. I'm feeling loose and I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling so good that I'm actually going to vote on air for the player of the game, just to show you how easy it is. So I'm going to pull out my phone right now. I have about 1,000 notifications because I'm a cool guy. Will Hardy is still in the lead. We see a vote for Luke Napleton. I like that. Aaron Whitefield, of course. How could you not vote for him? He gets on base every time. Can we throw that QR code back on screen so I could vote, Matt? That would be awesome. There we go. Matt's spot on. I'm pulling out the QR. All right, I'm in your guys' shoes now. Okay, load up. We have that high-speed Wi-Fi coming in. Player of the match, loading up. And I'm not telling you who I'm voting for. I'm not telling you who I'm voting for. We're going to keep it. It's like poker. You got to keep your hand. All right, my vote's in. We're back on the field. We have a new arm on the mound for the Aces. The pitch is up and away. It's Johong Park at the plate. The DH. High again, down in the counts. In there for a called strike. Lifted, right field. Moving back is Borjarski. He makes a catch just in front of the warning track. It's allowed out 1, but it's a good start to the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch to Seung Wong Wom is a ball. He struck out looking, and he's grounded out to second base. High left field. Long run for Burke, down the line, and he slides and makes a fantastic grab. Holy smokes. And yes, let's take another look at that. Look how far he had to go. He originally moved straight to his right, had to come in a little, break down in the slide, keep everyone safe. Oh, yeah, I'd be smiling too. I'd be laughing too. You make a catch like that, it's all smiles in Ulsan. Called strike. Here is the 3-hitter, Seungwon Ju. He's flown out to center. He's also singled. One and two. This could be a fast inning of work for the Aces. And a well-located pitch. Also good frame on the other side by Lin. hard, but foul towards the first base line. It remains 2-2, 2 outs. And it's looking like a shutdown inning for the Aces. After putting up some more in the top of the fourth, extending a 7-run lead, but the count runs full. Hit hard and through the hole on the left side. It's a 2-out base hit for Xiang Wangju. His second hit of the day. He's been seeing the ball well. The only player to reach twice on the Heroes. So Aaron Whitefield making a huge climb for the player of the game. It was Will Hardy leading early. Chris Burke there at 12% as well. Watch out for him. Cleanup hitter Xiang Wang Wan. In the second inning, he actually grounded out and got robbed of a base hit by Jared Belbin on that nice diving stop. And he also grounded out to second in the third inning. Oh-2. Ground ball down the line. It's fair. Long throw from Hardy. Not in time. That would have been an incredible play, and runners going from second to third. It gets away from Hardy on the throw from Belbin. It will score a run. So some sloppy defense from the Aces, and it's 10-4. Not the end of the world. You have to respect the effort on the throw from Hardy. He actually almost got Juan at first base, but it was the throw back from Belbin. Let's take another look at all that. Look how deep he was. That would have had to have been a Manny Machado type play to be made, but it was Belbin's decision, which probably wasn't the best, to go over to the bag at third base. And it actually was being covered by Jared Dale. Dale was over there from shortstop covering that side, so a heads-up play from Dale to be covering in the first place. But sometimes you go the extra mile, try to make the extra throw, be the superhero, and things get away. We've seen many throwing errors from both sides. That's 3 throwing errors total on the day, 2 from Goyang, and now 1 from the Aces. 2 down, runner on second for Hayoung Jung Yang. And by the way, it was an infield hit for Juan on the last play. Now Yang, he grounded out in the second. Caught. It was a jam shot, little pop-up to McCullough, no issue. The Aces surrender 1, but it's not the end of the world. 10-4, we're headed to the 5th.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a sporting globe.
Master Dry Cleaners is a family-run business operated by the Hudson family for over 70 years. They provide a full range of services through their 7 stores, a free pickup and delivery service for all your dry cleaning and laundry needs. Master Dry Cleaners can also help with repairs and alterations, wedding gown cleaning, and cleaning of dunas and blankets. Find your closest Master Dry Cleaners store at www.masterdrycleaners.com. And what you guys didn't see behind the screen is me spilling my coffee all over this nice polo. And now I might just have to stop in to Master Dry Cleaners. Jared Dale wastes no time in the top of the 5th inning, attacking on the first pitch foul. He's flown out twice and also doubled. We talked earlier about Dale moving all the way into AAA baseball in the United States and the MLB for the San Diego Padres, also played for the Japan Winter League. He started at 16 years old with the Aces and played on the team with Atlanta Braves MVP Ronald Acuna Jr. as that ball is playable for Juan in center field. Dale has had an illustrious career of baseball in the States and in Australia. He's been an icon for the game, and he's still only 25. He probably has a long way to go in his career, and making this trip up to Korea. Again, this ambitious schedule for the Aces, guiding the young players, being the mentor. It's just great to see Jared Dale out there at shortstop and also making plays and making nice doubles off the wall like he's doing today. So after the fly out to center, it'll bring up Chris Burke. The lefty takes just inside 2-0. Hyun Young still on the mound. He got put in a precarious position last inning when he came in with runners aboard and 2 outs. None of the runs surrendered from him were earned. They were earned for the last pitcher, Dong Jun-jin. He's down in the count 3-0. Burke has walked and scored, also singled. He's 1 for 2. The 3-1 is not there, to the frustration of the catcher Kim, who thought it did catch the lower portion of the zone. 1 out, 1 on. Now for Ulrich Borjarski. Hasn't been his day so far. He's grounded out to short, struck out swinging and struck out looking. But again, he provides a lot of power in that bat. 1 barrel could equal a lot of trouble for the Heroes. He went yard yesterday, and it wasn't a cheapie in the Aces win, a 10-5 win, getting their first win in Ulsan KBO history against the NC Dinos. And the NC Dinos actually played in the championship game of the 2024 KBO Fall League, so that is no slouch of a team themselves. It's 0-2 again to Borjarski. Ball down low, runner goes. It is not in time. Burke gets the steal, brought to you by South Morang Motors. And that's about the 3rd time we've seen a throw off target from Kim behind the plate. Luckily for the Heroes, that was able to be caught. It was a high throw, chances of going into the outfield. But a nice play by Yom at second base to jump and keep Burke on second. 2-2, one down, runner in scoring position. Ace is up by 6 in the 5th, but there are no signs of stopping for the club. Swung on and missed. Tough day for the right fielder. 3rd strikeout, 1st K from Hyun Yao. Just a good off speed. That pitch had some good snap on it. Late movement, you can see the frustration. Last chance for the Aces in the 5th is Jared Belbin. Belbin laces one to shortstop, but it is a nice catch from Kwan. Slides over, and the Aces go quiet in the 5th inning. We're headed to the Heroes half. We'll be back in a moment.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
Welcome back, everyone, in another inning and another pitcher for the Aces. It's Rentaro Harama, who did pitch on Wednesday, had a decent performance. Hails from Tokyo, Japan, plays for the Japan Breeze, an independent baseball team. He also played in the 2024 Japan Winter League and the Venezuelan Winter League. So Harama has gone just about everywhere. The right-hander, 31 years of age. At the dish, it's Taehyung John playing left field. He's grounded out. Swung on and missed. And want to give an apologies for last inning. It was Gunnar Kynes on the mound for the Aces, but just at the last second, he switched numbers. Yes, he switched numbers from 9 to 29. It confused some of us in the booth, if you were wondering why we were a little quiet. But after that strikeout, a nice start from Harama. Kynes has pitched for 5 different ABL clubs. Now, yes, he pitched last inning, but why not get into the story now? It's a 10-4 ball game. Aces lead in the 5th. Kynes has played for Adelaide, Melbourne, Perth, Brisbane, and I say 5 because he's had 2 stints with Melbourne. He's pitched with the Aces in 23 and 24, went 38 innings, and he also went 4-0 in another stint with the Aces back in 2020-2021 with a 4.82 ERA. But he is coming off a very fantastic season with Brisbane as that pitch is fouled away from Dongwook Yo. Kynes actually went 4-3 with the Bandits, 2.66 ERA and a 4.08 strikeout to walk ratio. Ladies and gentlemen, that is crazy. About a 2.5 is a good strikeout to walk ratio. It showcases your ability to be accurate, keep runners off base, but 4.08. So get excited to watch Gunnar Kynes all season long. Of course, these games streamed live here on Aces TV and the KBO Fall League, but also when the Aces come home in the end of November. I better see all of you out for those games. Tickets are going fast. Going to have some exciting series action. Teams from the U.S. coming all the way to play. Korean teams as well. Korean select all-star teams. The Aces are also playing New Zealand. Oh, yeah, we're going to have an absolute ball this summer in Melbourne. But back to the task at hand, as that pitch is very close, but it's a full count to Yo. The Aces are 1-1. Game 1 against IPBL, a Japan team that is independent. Didn't go the way they hoped, but yesterday was a massive bounce back. Offense scored 10 runs, winning 10-5. And the boys have not slowed down. They've been on the attack all day, and Harama is a little upset with himself for losing Yo, and it's a one-out walk. Harama will now face Donghyun Kim. He was hit by pitch last time at bat. Harama has played 43 games of professional baseball. As the first pitch is low. What a nice grab behind the dish from Lin. How good has Chen Shun Lin been all series? And I say series, I mean these first 3 games, the opening set in the KBO Fall League. Today he has 3 hits. He was doing a great job controlling the staff the last 2 games, and he also makes blocks like that. This guy, watch out for Lin all season long for the Aces. We're getting a show today, folks. We're getting a show. But back to Harama. He has a 4.69 career ERA in professional baseball. 2-0. Ground ball foul. Harama has been in the Mexican League, the Japan Winter League, the Caribbean Series, the Venezuelan Winter League. So playing in Korea is nothing to him. He's basically been around the whole globe. There hasn't been a place where he hasn't played. The well-traveled man, he checks in on Yo at first base. Keeping him honest. 2-1, 1 down, 1 runner on. Aces lead by 6 in the 5th. Pitch to Kim. Fly ball. And that ball is not coming back. It's way foul. That could be 2. There's 1 on the way to first. It is a double play to end the inning. That double play is brought to you by Master Dry Cleaners. Aces go clean in the 5th. Top 6 coming right up.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
New uniform and apparel sponsors for the 2025-2026 season. All Belgravia with select New Balance merch available at the Aces merch stand. Now let's come back to me in studio. There we go. You see the New Balance? Oh, wait, other side. See, I'm mirrored right now, but this part of the new merch you can get, I think it looks pretty good. On me, I would say a 7.5 out of 10. I know it would look a 10 out of 10 on you. So we're headed into the 6th inning. The Aces just had a quiet top of the 5th. They were retired in only 4 hitters. There is Rintaro Harama, who was just on the mound, who served up the inning-ending double play. We'll see if his day is over. And in the Aces order, it's Napleton, Lynn, and McCullough. 6, 7, and 8. Once again, Moonsu Baseball Stadium in Ulsan, South Korea. Game 3 for the Aces and their first ever appearance in the Ulsan KBO Fall League. 1-1 record coming off a win yesterday. Coaching staff happy, Graham Lloyd happy. 21 degrees, beautiful day. And it's a lot nicer. Things look a lot brighter when the Aces are up by 6 runs. So here's Napleton. Somehow, miraculously, got hit in the helmet his last at-bat, straight up plunked on the head, and he was A-OK. Popped up in an instant. It was a scary moment. But once again, I don't think I've ever seen it before where a player pops up like that with no reaction. He's also doubled and singled on the day. Don't forget about that. He's reached all 3 times. And he hits one deep, but foul. Just a little ahead. He's down in the count 0-2. Napleton most recently played independent baseball in America in the Atlantic League. Good take. 1-2. Once again, the Goyang Heroes are a futures team of the Kiwoom Heroes, who are the major league team in the KBO. The Kiwoom Heroes, as that ball is chopped. Nice play at third by Yao. He takes extra time. Throw is off, but it's in time to get Napleton. Did you see that short hop? That's a tough play to make. So you either have 2 options on that play. You either sit back, wait for it to take the extra hop, but you're a little deeper to make a longer throw. He attacked it and got it on the short hop and threw a bullet over to first. Nice play by Yao at third base. That retires Napleton, but the Goyang Heroes, the affiliation team of the Kiwoom Heroes, who have not won a single Korean championship series, but they appeared in it in 2022. And again, these could be the players. These crop of guys who are playing right now for the Goyang Heroes could be the guys who move through the organization and actually help Kiwoom to break through and get their first KBO title. And that is what's so exciting about the KBO Ulsan Fall League and the Aces playing up here, is that they are truly playing with Asia's stars of tomorrow. It's just incredible experience for these guys. Lynn is 3 for 3 as he takes, and you can see the reaction as he takes a strike that he probably doesn't agree with. That was, yeah. You know what? I'll say this. I like Lynn a lot. He's not afraid to show his emotions, whether it's behind the plate, at the dish. He'll strike out and is retired for the first time today. But if he doesn't agree with the call from Blue, from home plate umpire, he's not going to hide it. He's not going to hide it at all. So 2 up, 2 down so far in the 6th for the Aces. They were held to only their second scoreless frame in the 5th. Now they're on the verge of going scoreless again. The pitching staff for Goyang has settled in. But let's see if McCullough has something to say about that. McCullough, a fantastic story from the West Coast, Seattle, Washington. He was in AA in 2024. AA Arkansas, affiliated with the Seattle Mariners, and he got released in the middle of the summer. So he grounds one up the middle for a base hit. Now I can keep telling this story. After he was released, he thought he was going to quit baseball last year. He had no intention of ever playing again. He didn't swing a bat for 5 months. 5 months. Didn't even pick up a bat. Didn't even think about it. And then he got the call in the American winter or the Melbourne summer saying, hey, we need an infielder, we need a bat, we need extra help. And McCullough thought, you know what, why not? Let's give it a chance. He played the last 18 games of the year for the Aces and hit .352. Just another incredible story on this club for Melbourne. You have everything. You have high-level prospects. You have guys who've been in the MLB. You have underdog stories all colliding and combining. In Ulsan, South Korea, it is truly one of a kind what the Aces are doing right now. And that brings us to Will Hardy, an 18-year-old. The young star so far, a fan favorite for the Aces in just his third game with the club. He's reached already on a walk, and he's 0 for 2. Way outside. 1-1. But back to the KBO. The KBO is the third largest baseball league in the entire world. It's home to alums like Hyun-Jin Ryu, formerly for the Dodgers in the MLB. Sin-Shu Chu played for the Cincinnati Reds. He was a fun one to watch while I was growing up. Hassan Kim, currently of the Braves. Jung-Ho Lee, who I mentioned earlier, actually played for the Heroes organization, and many, many more. So an incredible opportunity for the Aces, as that may be a balk. That's either a balk or a pitch violation, pitch clock violation. And it's a balk. So that will move McCullough into scoring position. Let's take another look. I guess he budged before the slide step. Excuse me. He's not allowed to. It was a disengagement that he wasn't allowed to do. He had already disengaged before throwing back to first base. I believe that's because it was an extra disengagement, so that automatically moves the runner up. Again, we're not down on the field. We don't have eyes down there. And that will be a strikeout of Hardy to end the inning. But it's still 10-4 Aces, bottom of the 6th. Don't go anywhere.
One Love is there for the moments with the people you love the most. To share the highs and the lows together. It's the one for all people, all times, and all places. Brick Lane's One Love Pale Ale. It's the one for all.
Light and Easy's award-winning healthy meal delivery service features over 235 delicious breakfasts, lunches and dinners for everyone to enjoy. From those who want to lose weight to those who want to gain more free time. From those who want to be a little healthier to those a little older who want to age well. There's no shopping or cooking, and there's no contracts or subscriptions. Just your choice of affordable, ready-to-eat meals delivered to your door when you need them. Visit lightandeasy.com.au today.
Welcome back in, everyone. Bottom of the 6th inning. Ace is still up comfortably, I would say. But let's take a look At the player of the game voting, I haven't seen it. I'm going to look over to the monitor. Oh, it's tied between Whitefield and Hardy as that first pitch is in there for a strike. It is neck and neck. So, ladies and gentlemen, your vote right now, if you haven't, could be the decider on the play of the game. Will Hardy already won on Wednesday? Can he go back-to-back? We'll see. Pull out your phone, your tablet, whatever device you have. Rentaro Harama got an inning-ending double play in the 5th. Faced the minimum. He's now ahead 0-2. And another good block by Lin behind the dish. I know it doesn't matter. No runners on base. But, man, is he a crafty player. He's a very good player. 1-2 to the 9-hole hitter, Kwan. Kwan has flown out to left field in his lone at-bat. Harama does not get the chase. Back to Harama. Plays for the Japan Breeze Independent team, an independent minor league team in Japan. They play international competition. So again, a guy who's well-seasoned, 31 years of age. Played a lot of talent from around the world, and you can tell the way he handles these at-bats. But he loses the 9-hole hitter. Kwan will reach first, leadoff runner aboard for the Heroes, something that they haven't done much of today. And if they want to get back into this game, now would be a great time. Take advantage of the leadoff runner. It's interesting to see the contrast in the style of play for the Aces in Game 1 that we streamed on Wednesday, because Diebel must have been awfully frustrated with having 12 players left on base that game. The Aces couldn't get the hit to drive runners in. They had many opportunities, and today it's been the exact opposite. It was the exact opposite yesterday as well. 10 runs. Anytime there's a runner on, it seems like the Aces can finish it off, and they've had a few extra base hits from the guys. Double from Napleton, double from Whitefield, and also the pitching staff has been relatively clean, just foul. And if that was fair, Park would have had extra bases. Oh, and 2. Harama lost his last hitter after he led the count, but he's not losing this one. Wow, what a bender. It was the same pitch, that same 12-6. Oh my gosh, 12-6, is it? Sharp movement. He threw that same pitch a few times last at-bat. Started it a little lower in the zone as a chase pitch and was unable to get the hitter to chase, but instead he started that one in the zone, stayed in the zone as it's fly down the right field line. Long run for Brajarski. Does he make the catch? Yes, sir. Up against the netting. From our view here, we almost lost him for a second. But man, so it's the infield that's made plays today. We've seen Melbourne with a diving play. In the outfield, too, we saw a diver by Chris Burke, a sliding catch down the left field line. And here we go. Brajarski says, yo, boys, I want to join the defensive party, too. I want to flash the leather. I want to wield the glove a little bit. Going up against the wall makes a tough play. 2 down in the 6th. Here's Yom. Chopper. And foul. Every count this inning from Harama has had 2 strikes. Can he finish off his second inning of work? 0-2. Runner goes, not in time, and it gets by McCullough, but luckily Dale was there to recover behind. No damage done on that throw, but there's a runner in scoring position. And he went back to that nasty 12-6 that I'm guessing he tried to use as a chase pitch when it's 0-2 and you have some pitches to play with, but when he used it 2 batters ago to gain the strikeout, he left it in the zone. Let's see if he goes back to the 12-6 again. He doesn't. It's a fastball that he thinks catches the zone. Couple steps back to the first base dugout, but it's 2-2. Chess match in baseball. He was going often with that curveball on 2 strikes, goes with the fastball. Let's see what he comes back with here. It is that curveball and gets away from Lin. And moving to third base is Kwan. So Kwan has picked up 180 extra feet, stealing second and now third. It didn't look like a straight steal. I think he just got a good secondary lead on the jump when he realized the ball was heading downward. Good base running from the shortstop. Full count. Misses inside. Second walk of the inning for Harama, so he's been very hit and miss on the rubber. It's either been pretty much strikeout or walk. He's had a lot of strikeouts and walks in his 1 2/3 innings pitched. He's had 2 Ks and 3 walks. Runners on the corners, and the Heroes are still battling. They've held the Aces scoreless for the last 2 innings. Looking to slowly but surely get themselves back into this game. Here's a pinch hitter. 1-0. Rama will even the count. It's Ju Haing Lee as the pinch hitter. Lee watches a close one, and there you go. You see that reaction again from Lin behind the plate. Thinking it was a strike, he held his glove there for a second. He waited. Watch this. Watch this. He's looking at the reaction of Lee, the hitter, as well. I just love the reactions behind the plate from Lin. He's such a fun catcher to watch back there, especially on those close pitches and frames. Ground ball up the middle. It's actually off the glove of Harama, and he glove flips it to first. Wow, what a recovery. That could have been disastrous, an infield RBI hit, but instead Harama recovers well, and he gets out of the frame with no damage done. We're headed to the 7th. Ace is up 10-4.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
Down the line, foul. It's Aaron Whitefield, the leadoff hitter, leading off the 7th inning. And Will Hardy has taken the lead, today's player of the game. Man, I guess we're just going to get Will Hardy as player of the game every game of the season. It's not even going to be fun anymore, guys. He just has so many fans. He's the fan favorite. Everyone in the Melbourne area voting for Hardy. But maybe Whitefield, let's just say this. What if Whitefield goes deep right now? Takes it 450 dead center. Then are things going to change then? Who knows, guys, but there's still a long way to go in this game. 3 more times up at bat for the Aces. The player of the game could change, and your vote could be the decider. Scan that QR code. Do I sound like a broken record? Probably. We probably mentioned the player of the game about 100 times. At this point, it's a running joke. Let's just go with it. Whitefield he has reached base 3 times. Excuse me. Swings at an off speed. 2 walks, a big double, and also a strikeout. He was up at the plate twice in the 4th inning. Chopper. Gonna be a tough play for Yao, and he cannot make it. Now, it'll be interesting to see how that's scored. We saw Yao make a very nice play earlier where he caught the ball on a short hop and made the throw to first. But he did have a long way to run, and my guess is that's going to be an infield hit for Whitefield. And since we are remotely in the studio, we're not going to be able to hear or get an update on if that's an error. But hey, if you're keeping score at home, Andrew says that's a base hit. So 2nd hit of the day for Whitefield. He's reached base 4 out of 5 times. That moves the line to Jared Dale. Jared Dale pops one up. Kim moves back and makes the catch, 1 out. Business Network International is flourishing across Melbourne's West and Geelong. Local businesses, including the Aces, join BNI for professional development, networking opportunities, and to increase business prospects. Find your local BNI chapter to tap a wealth of resources and join a winning team. Well, the Aces are awfully close to looking like a winning team today, up by 6 in the top of the 7th inning. Would be their 2nd win in a row. There goes Whitefield again! And they got him. So for the first time, Aaron Whitefield is chopped down at a bag, caught stealing. 2 down, and unfortunately, we cannot say it's a South Morang Motors steal. So Kim finally gets one back after a day of high throws, low throws, throwing errors to bases. He nails them. Great throw from the right-handed catcher. Ground ball to first, scooped up by Yang. Scoops to his pitcher, and a fast inning. So, the Heroes faced the minimum, and the Aces have gone quiet for the 3rd inning in a row. But they still hold a nice, comfy 6-run lead. 7th inning stretch time. Don't go anywhere.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
John Diebel has to be feeling good right now with his team leading by 6 runs. But once again, it's baseball. We've seen crazier things. As Kobe Bryant, the late, great Kobe Bryant from the Los Angeles Lakers said, job's not finished. The Aces still have to get 9 more outs. And it's a new pitcher. It's Taiko Ashitani. Saw him on Wednesday. Had a pretty good performance, the lefty. One down low. It's another pinch hitter for the Heroes. It's Jun Xiao Oh. Jun Xiao Oh down in the count, 1-2. The Heroes have been mixing and matching their lineup card all afternoon long. And how many full counts have we seen worked by this Heroes team? They are a pesky bunch at the plate. Foul ball. I was so close to saying fair. I almost just blurted it out. It looked like Melbourne caught it, corralled the ball just inside the line, but we'll get another payoff. Hit the other way. Sliding play. Dale, the throw is way off. And that's going to be another base for O. He will slide in with no contest to second. So nearly an incredible play. The first half of the play was perfect. Dale had to move all the way to his right. A backhand and a slide. Look at that. Wow. And when you have a speedy hitter at the plate like you do in O, you kind of have to rush your throw. You don't get full time for the grip, and the ball got away from him. So here's consecutive innings for the Heroes with a runner in scoring position. They're trying to claw their way back into the game. It's the top of the order, Jung-Han Park. He was the one who hit that bomb, the 3-run bomb to right field in the 3rd inning. Dangerous guy at the plate. Way inside, and you can tell with the way that Ashitani's pitching him, he's trying to be careful. In the dirt, it's going to get past Lin. So O takes 2 extra bases. First on the throwing error from Dale, and then on the supposed wild pitch, or maybe even a pass ball. Again, we don't have the official score here. That could have gone either way, depending on your preference as the scorer. We will call it a wild pitch. Runner on third with no one out. It's a 3-0 count. Ashitani having trouble finding the zone, but not on that pitch. It's 3-1. Close, but no cigar. It looks like it almost nicked that corner. It may have even got it on the K-zone, but Blue doesn't think so. So now you can say Ashitani finds himself in a bit of a jam. And he's facing the good part of the order that has done the most damage, the top part for the Heroes. It's Byung-Wee Kim. He took over as the second baseman, taking over for Sungwon Yang. Fought off, 0-2. So right here, if you were the Aces, you trade the 2 outs, the double play for the run. You're not worried about that runner on third. You're up 6. Infield is pinched in up the middle, Dale and McCullough. So you get a ground ball, you'll take that runner scoring. All right, get the 2 outs, move forward. Ashitani's already ahead in the count. That one actually almost grazes the jersey of Kim. But struggling with the control is the left-hander. Looking to soft serve up a double play. To left field. It drops in front of Burke. It's an RBI single. And it's a 10-5 ball game, so it's not over. Don't blink, folks. The Heroes are battling late. It's a 5-run game, still 2 runners on and no one out. They're stringing together some successful at-bats. Burke pretty much had no play. A bit of a jam shot. It wasn't barreled up enough to hang in the air. So it'll move to Sungwon Ju. He singled twice on the day. He's also flown out to center field. In the dirt again, it gets past Lin. Both runners are going to advance 90 feet. And now a single could possibly cut the game to 3. Each moment, things are getting just a bit more pretentious for the Aces. Now, the Aces have had issues in the past with the bullpen pitching. It seems to be, so far this season, a possible Achilles heel. And once again, Ashitani struggling a bit to find the zone. This could be his 3rd 3-ball count of the inning. This will be his 20th pitch. And for a reliever, that is quite getting up there. 2-2. Ju has hit it hard all day long. Flew out to center, and those 2 singles, of course. Count knotted up. We're going to get another 2-2. These Heroes hitters, especially right now, are so tough to sit down. They've been getting better and better as this game's gone along, as they've been getting settled in. Just pokes it. A very defensive swing. Now that probably would have been ball 3, but you never know. You never know, and Ju is putting together a fantastic at-bat. This is the chess match of baseball. What pitch you're going to throw, what location. You're going to raise the eye level, fastball up, curveball down, you never know. Here it comes from Ashitani, big pitch, and it's ball 3. So the stakes get even higher. A walk would load the bases. The Aces had all the momentum early, but the Heroes have chipped away. Hit hard and foul. So Ju has just been hugging on to that left field third base line. Ashitani is getting similar swings, similar locations, but this war is not ending. It's a great battle between pitcher and hitter. Let's do it again, full counts. Down low. What a fantastic at-bat by Sangwon Ju. 9 pitches, many foul balls, and he ends up on top. So, exactly what you've been fearing as an Aces fan. Heroes have the momentum late in this game, and they have a golden opportunity to get right back into it. A single could score 2 and make it a 10-7 game, still no one out. It's the cleanup hitter, Sang-Jun Wang. He singled in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 3. That'll prompt the mound visit. Here comes Lin to speak with Ashitani. Calm his pitcher down. Again, the 1 run doesn't kill you. A double play up the middle. Now, there is a force at every base, but you'll take that double play up the middle for 2 outs, and you'll trade that for a run to make it 10-6. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with serving up a ground ball here, letting the runner score. Lin has done a great job just being there for his staff in moments like this. Visiting to the mound, calming things down, making the blocks when needed. Of course, there were a few pitches that have gotten away this inning. Move up base runners. 2-1. And most likely with the bases loaded, these Heroes hitters are taking until they see a strike, especially with the pitcher who's been struggling to find the black. Swung on and missed. Wang expands the zone, and it's a gift for Ashitani because that very well could have been another ball and been one step closer to a run for the Heroes. But instead, it's 2-2. Way outside, nowhere to put him with the sacks full. Ashitani on the verge of walking in a run. And he does. So, the wheels have came off the bus this inning for the Aces. Now, they've only given up 2 so far. But with Ashitani unable to find the zone, the base is still loaded. 1 hit, 1 gapper for the Heroes could just blow up this entire ball game. And you can see the frustration on the face of the left-hander. He just didn't have his great stuff today. Didn't have the location. Lost some tough battles, some great at-bats. We're going to have a new arm in a moment. 10-6 Aces, but it's getting sweaty.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
Grounded. This could be two. One at second. On the way to first. Yes, it is. Big double play. Now, it does score a run for the Heroes, but for the Aces, who are struggling to get outs this whole inning, that takes a little bit of weight off the shoulders of the new pitcher. It's Haruna Kagoshi. Pitched on Wednesday as well, and all it took was one pitch. Came in the game, threw a strike, got that soft serve ground ball that you want. Dale, McCullough, Belbin, 6-4-3. Nice and easy double play. So, runner at third, 2 outs now. And talk about coming into a game with a bang. That's exactly what you want as a pitcher. It's stressful coming into a game with the sacks full, all the pressure on you. And now he can take a deep breath. It's ball 2. Kagoshi plays his ball for the Asian Breeze, an independent team that plays exhibition games in the United States mostly, minor league teams, other collegiate and independent teams. He also played summer collegiate baseball, which is very popular in the U.S., for the Sawtooth Sockeyes in the state of Idaho. He's down 3-0, and he will surrender a free pass. It's Tai-Hung John who will reach first. Runners at the corners. So the tying run is at the plate. Aces have given up 3 this inning. They were all earned runs of Ashitani. None of those runners on base except John now will be credited to Kagoshi. But again, throw all that out the window, the ERA, the runs, who's responsible. It gets into the outfield, 10-8 game. Big single from Dong-Hyun Kim. So like I said, cut off all the noise about ERA, who's responsible, which pitcher is responsible for what runner. You have to get the outs. Hits, it's 10-8. Yo just fought that off. Pitch inside, brought the hands in, got just enough barrel on it to muscle it over McCullough. It's been a long, long 7th inning. 4 runs up on the board for Goyang, and they're still threatening. Into left field, Burke makes the catch, and the long inning is finally over, but it's a close one, y'all. 10-8, Aces lead. Kagoshi weathers the storm.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
Club is a premium golf practice facility based in Altona, right here in Melbourne's western suburbs. They host birthdays, engagements, key milestones, and more. For more info, visit acessportingclub.com.au. So in a game where you score 10 runs, not often are you thinking about insurance, as it's an error, looks like. A hard hit from Borjarski, and Yao was not able to handle it. It was hard hit, but 9 times out of 10, or even more than that, it's a routine play, just a chopper. Let's take another look. Yeah, it looked like it was the footing from Yao. He was unable to have good balance, maybe tripped a little bit or caught his feet, and that caused him to rock back and ultimately miss the ball. And hey, Borjarski will take it. It's his first time reaching all day. And once again, to the point, as Jared Belbin steps in, he has a single and a double. He's also scored. Not often when your team scores 10 runs, you're thinking about, we're going to need some insurance late. But yes, that's the case. The Heroes have scored 4 unanswered. It was 10-4, now it's 10-8. Now if you're the Aces, you need some more breathing room. They haven't scored since the 4th inning. The offense has gone quiet, but you're in the heart of the order. 4, 5, 6, once again, starting with Borjarski, Belbin, and Napleton on deck. And these guys have been hitting. Belbin has 2 hits, of course, and Napleton has 2 hits and has reached base 3 times. So if there was going to be a time and a place to get some runs, it would be now for Melbourne. Belbin has most recently played independent baseball in North America, in the Frontier League in Quebec, Canada. He had a spectacular recent season, 9 home runs, hitting .320. And he's been stringing together some good at-bats in the last few days. This is a big pitch. It's a 3-1 count, already a runner on with no one out. Here's the pitch to Belbin. It's down low. The Aces are right back in business. Just like we saw a lot of in the first few innings, innings 1, 2, 3, and 4, traffic on the bases. On the mound for the Goyang Heroes is Taejon Lee, the 6th pitcher of the ball game for the Heroes. Napleton doubled, scored, singled, hit by a pitch on the helmet that seemed to do almost no damage. He's 3 for 4 as far as reaching base. Ground ball, it could be 2, and it will be. So, Borjarski moves to 3rd, but now there's 2 outs in the 8th, and all that, what felt like momentum for the Aces, has almost vanished. That was a huge double play for Taejon Lee and the Heroes. You couldn't draw it up any better. The infield was playing up the middle. Kwan and Yam, the shortstop and second baseman, who was hit hard enough to where there was no chance that Napleton was going to beat it out. But the 8th inning now lies in the hands of Chen Shun Lin. 3 for 4, 3 singles. Can he provide the much-needed insurance late? In there for a strike, and there you go. You see the reactions from Lin. He's just so fun to watch. Anytime close pitch or maybe he's confused, doesn't agree with something, he's going to let you know. He plays with his heart on his sleeve, and that's something you have to respect about a ball player. But it's 0-2 with 2 outs. Hit the other way. It drops for a base hit. Chen Shun Lin, 4th single of the game. He is locked in. Aces are up 3 in the 8th. So, show my boy some love. Where are the player of the game votes for Chen Shun Lin? His 4th hit with a little bit of clutch magic as well. Just what the doctor ordered. After 4 unanswered for Goyang, you get 2 runners on base to start the inning. You have a deflating double play and a 2-out knock the other way from Chen Shun Lin. Morgan McCullough, he's 1 for 3, the second baseman. Before he arrived in Melbourne and, of course, took the flight north to Ulsan, he played in Germany in the DBL, and he also led his team to the finals. The Seattle, Washington product. He played high-level Division I baseball in America for 2 very prominent schools. First, the University of Oregon, who has had a lot of success in their baseball program, and also the University of Alabama, the Crimson Tide, as the count moves to 3-0. Alabama plays in the best baseball conference in America at the highest level of college ball, the SEC. And McCullough hit .309 back in 2019. 27 years old. He's way ahead in the counts. And taken all the way, strike 1. He was drafted in 2019 in the MLB draft, 22nd round to the Los Angeles Angels, and he bounced around in 4 seasons of minor league ball. Angels, the Kansas City Royals, and of course the Seattle Mariners, his hometown team. In between those stints, this guy couldn't get enough baseball because he was playing American independent ball and even played in the Mexican Pacific Winter League. And of course, we told the story earlier how he was released from the minor league team of Seattle last year. Runner goes. No throw. So Chen Shun Lin is doing it in all facets of the game, but base on balls, there's going to be runners on first and second, 2 down. Excuse me for a second. I thought that pitch was called a strike, but no, it was inside. So that will be a walk. No stolen base for Chen Shun Lin. And that will prompt a visit to the mound to check in on Taijun Lee. And it looks like it's it. So we're going to take a break. The Aces get 1. Can they add more in the 8th? back in action. Lifted and foul. Will Hardy. 0 for 3, but he's reached on a walk. He's facing the new arm. It's Seung-min Kim. Kim takes over from Taejon Lee. Lee giving up the 1 earned run, but still credited to those 2 runners aboard with 2 outs. Hardy, so far, in our last check of the player of the game, was leading. A hit here will surely crown him the king for today. 1-1, and yes, 60%. The Aces fans love Will Hardy. So can the player of the game, or supposedly, come through with 2 out, 2 on in the 8th? He'll wisely watch one that was close. 2-1. And a reminder, you don't know how to vote for player of the game? Scan that QR code on screen. He's on it. Just misses. Foul back. Hardy last season was on the Aces development team, and there was no guarantee that he was going to be on this roster, the trip up north to Ulsan, South Korea. And he's just made the most of it through these first 3 games. And he swings and misses. So Seung-min Kim comes in, does his job, sits down. Hardy, but not before the Aces tack on 1 more. It's still 11-8. Bottom 8 coming right up. Welcome back, everyone. The Aces trying to shut down an offense that's been red hot. It's a cue shot, going to be a close play in time. Wow, McCullough making it look easy. He had a long run to get to that ball. Hit softly, had to make a cross-body throw, and it just is in time. Check that out. It was a close play. About 1.5 to 2 steps. Smooth over there. That right side of the infield has been something with McCullough and Belbin. We saw a diving play from Belbin. In fact, the whole defense for the Aces, it's been a clinic today. Top of the order, Joo-Hung Park, 1 out. He's done a lot of damage today. Remember, back in the third, hit that big 3-run shot to right field that had some extra help from the wind. You want to be careful if you're Kagoshi here on the bump. You don't want to leave one in the zone on a 2-0 count, but instead he goes with something soft, which was probably not being looked for Park. He was most likely looking for a fastball there, 2-0. You could see from the reaction he was totally looking for a 2-0 fastball over the plate, didn't get it. Comes back with that curve and gets him. So it's what they call working backwards as a pitcher, throwing off speeds and curveball counts. And so far, so good. It's knotted up at 2s, the battle between Kagoshi and Park. Ball 3. It's been a barn burner of a game. You see 11-8 on a game. You don't watch it. You see 11-8 and you think, oh, man, it must have been back and forth the entire time. No. The Aces led 10-3 at one point, and it felt like they were going to run away with it, and it wasn't going to be a contest at all. But slowly, we've seen momentum on the side of the Heroes. It's a routine ground ball to McCullough. No issue. 2 are retired in the 8th. So it was that one inning, one tough inning. It was the 7th that ran long, where the Heroes plated 4 runs, but the Aces are looking like they're getting right back to what they were doing earlier, which is getting ahead of the count, retiring hitters, keeping things smooth on the pitching end. Pitching has been solid today. Broken bat off the glove of Kagoshi, but it's going to go into center field for a hit. It's a game of inches just off the glove of Kagoshi, and we're glad that everyone's okay because you see a big chunk of the bat flying. That's scary. But Kagoshi was still able to keep concentration on the ball and almost snare it. The 2-out runner aboard for Seung-Won Ju. He walked last inning. Kim is now on first base, the pinch hitter, the replacement early on. He replaced Sung-Won Yum. It's hit deep to left field, and it's all the way to the wall. Extra bases. Kim will stay at third. A little 2-out life in the 8th for the Heroes. Just when you think you're going to go 1, 2, 3, have a clean inning, not so fast, Kagoshi, because Kim and Ju will have something to say about it. And it took actually a fortunate bounce for the Aces. It didn't hang up in that corner. It bounced directly back to Burke. And because of that, Kim was unable to wheel around third and score. So you have to feel a bit lucky as an Aces fan. No harm, no foul if Kagoshi can get out of this inning here. But he's facing a guy who's singled already, Seung-Jung Won. Close pitch. Kagoshi thought he had the corner. 2-0. Now, you're down in the count here. You could possibly even think about not going near the zone because first base is open with 2 outs. And he's just missing. But you would rather have, if you're up or you're down in the count as a pitcher 2-0, you have first base open, you'd rather miss near outside the zone than put a get-me-over pitch with 2-0 that could be hit to a gap. Because no harm, no foul. There are 2 outs. You could put the runner on first. There's going to be a force on every base. So wisely, Kagoshi ends up losing one. It does no damage here. He didn't leave a mistake on the plate, and now he has a fresh, new hitter to work with, which is going to be Hyung-jong Yang. Back-to-back innings with heavy traffic on the bases for the Heroes. They were able to take advantage in the 7th with 2 outs again here in the 8th. And there's Graham Lloyd. A word with his arm. Now, it's a pretty good guy to get some info and some insight from. Lloyd, a World Series champion for the New York Yankees back in 1998. The only Aussie-born player to win a World Series. Yup, Graham Lloyd, the pitching coach of the Melbourne Aces. Now, hopefully he had words wise enough for Kagoshi to get one more out in the 8th. That's all they need. Pitch count getting up there. This is going to be number 23 for the left-hander. Pitch way inside. Now, that could have gotten away from Kim. You have to be holding your breath as an Aces fan. 2-0, nowhere to put him. An inning that started so promising. Kagoshi retired the first 2. Now he finds himself in a massive jam. Grounded up the middle, diving, and it's going to be a base hit. Here comes run number 2. Safe at third. Wow. A 2 RBI single that goes through the glove of Dale, and a massive 2-out rally to make it a 1-run game. Incredible effort by Dale, and typically when you knock a ball down like that, it's only going to allow 1 runner to score, but heads up base running by the Heroes, running with 2 outs, being aggressive, and they were able to sneak in that 2nd run despite the great defensive effort from Dale. So, wow. The Heroes have stormed all the way back. They've really gotten to the bullpen arms of the Aces. Lifted into right field. It's playable. Borjarski is there. So, wow. The Heroes have came back from 7 runs down, and it's 11-10 headed into the 9th. You don't want to go anywhere.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
Blinds Australia's once-a-year stock take sale is on now. For 2 weeks only, all products are half price. Shutters, security, curtains, zip screens and all other products. Don't miss out.
Australia.
Well, folks, what started off as an easy, breezy, beautiful Friday afternoon with the Aces up big, feeling good. Well, the Heroes had something to say about that. They've climbed all the way back into the game. It's 11-10. Now buckle up. It's going to be interesting right now. The Aces on offense in the top of the ninth, looking for that ever important insurance run. All right, you don't want to put your pitcher in a situation where they're up 1 run in the ninth. You want to do anything you can to put 1 more on the board, and we're seeing it from Whitefield. And this is the perfect guy to have up in the lineup, the spark plug. He's reached base 4 times, showing bunt, and he has the speed to be able to bunt out a base hit, especially with the third baseman playing back. Now he's up in the count 2-0. Not a guy you want to walk because, of course, at this stage in the game, 9 times out of 10, he's going to be stealing from first. Lifted into center field. Long run for Wong. And it is caught. Whitefield retired only for a second time today. The Aces with 2 outs left. It's now Jared Dale. Down low, and Aces fans are used to seeing the big hit from Dale. Last season, hitting a scorching .381 with a .945 OPS. One and one. Chased from Dale. The Aces lost the opening game in their inaugural season in the Ulsan KBO Fall League on Wednesday. The IPBL, a Japanese independent team, bounced back yesterday in a big way, a 10-5 win over the NC Dinos. Grounded up the middle and through. Just what the Aces were looking for, a little spark. In the 9th inning, it comes from the bat of Jared Dale. The Aces have surely taken the momentum at the plate from yesterday and have been hitting well. It's that bullpen that has allowed the Heroes to get right back into it. And it almost seemed like Melbourne was running away with it early. Chris Burke, he's reached 4 times, 2 walks and a single. First pitch, it's down in the dirt. Eighth season with the Aces, and his last season was his best, hitting .283. He's had a hot start during his time in Korea. Fly ball, shallow left field. Kwon tracks and finds it. The window is closing on the Aces' chances to add insurance. It's now up to Ulrich Borjarski. He singled in his last time up. It was a hard hit ball at the third baseman. Yeah, ball in the dirt. Runner does not go. Dale will wisely stay. Good block from Kim, but last at bat for Borjarski, he hit a screaming ground ball. It's probably 90, 100 exit velo right at the third baseman, and Yao just missed it. And since it did not touch him, it didn't touch his glove, it cannot be counted as an error. So in the book, it's a single for Borjarski. He singled and struck out 3 times. Can he turn it around and get a hit in the biggest moments? And he swings through an off speed. It almost seems like with the game trends, if you're the Heroes, you don't even want to throw Borjarski a fastball because he is a very good fastball hitter. You leave one up in the zone, it can go a long, long way, but he has not been able to stay disciplined on those spinners in the dirt. He does there, though. Perfect guy to have up in this situation. The 26-year-old veteran, 8 seasons with the Perth Heat in the ABL. He hails from East London, South Africa. He swings again at a pitch not even close, and another fantastic block from Kim. So it keeps Dale at first base. Borjarski just having trouble recognizing those off-speed pitches off the hand. But he is still such a great hitter. 5 seasons in the Detroit Tigers farm system. He has 25 career home runs in minor league baseball over in the States. Made it all the way up to Double-A. He also played for Team Australia in the 2023 WBC. Collected 3 hits as the team made it all the way to the quarterfinals. 2-2. Does he hold his swing? He doesn't. There will be a play at first, but that will do it. The Aces are unable to add on. They need 3 more outs to take the close one against the Heroes. Bottom of the ninth coming right up. Don't go anywhere.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today.
Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
Now or never. A barn burner. 11-10 ball game in the bottom of the ninth. The Aces need 3 more outs to get their second win in 3 games in their first ever appearance, an historic appearance in the Ulsan KBO Fall League. And the man on the mound is a good one. Zhang Junxiao, the right-hander, hailing from the Republic of China out of City University of Science and Tech. 22 years old. Got drafted in 2022 for the Weichuan Dragons of the Chinese Professional Baseball League. Broken bat. Dale on the way to first. Yes, sir. First out of the ninth. And Xiao has just been electric. He pitched an inning in Wednesday's game, striking out 2 batters on that pitch right there. That has just been unhittable so far. He had extremely great stuff and the perfect man to have on the mound in this moment, a game where pitching has been at a premium. You put in a guy who can locate, get ahead, and finish off with that curveball. Close. Lin thought it was a strike. Now 3-0. Seven walks on the night for the pitching staff of the Aces. And number 8, they've just been shooting themselves in the foot. So in the same way that the Aces have taken advantage of errors of the opposing team on offense, in yesterday's game, scoring runs off of those errors, and in today's game, scoring off throwing errors. On the other side, the Heroes are taking advantage of mistakes on the Aces' walks. So either way you slice it, neither team has been clean, and they've just been really, really prone to the walk. The Aces have hard hit right field. It's a single. First and second, one out. So just when you think close game, you're putting in a hot arm on the mound, a guy who's pitched well, this team just does not go away. The Heroes. Two on, one out. A double play would end the game, and that's exactly what Zhang Junxiao is hoping to serve up. You have a pinch runner in the game on second base. Clearly, you put in one of your speediest guys at this point to make sure that any bloop single in the outfield, even with one out, would be enough to score and tie the game. For Zhang Junxiao on the mound, the right-hander out of China, it's only going to get harder because he is facing the man who put a ball over the fence in the 3rd inning. A high, towering home run to right. It's Johan Park. He's homered, struck out, flown out, and most recently walked. This is everything. Now, as an Aces fan, you're sweating, but as a fan of the sport of baseball, this is what you want to see. You want to see a competitive match between possibly the best hitter on the team and also one of the best pitchers on the squad. Both of these guys have elite stuff. 1-0 is low, and you see the reaction again from Lin. Lin thought it was a strike, and he's not going to hide it. 2-0. And if you somehow walk Park, you're going to have to face a hitter who's been swinging it as well. Byung Young Kim, who singled in each of his last 2 at-bats. That's what's on deck, and it's looking like that might be the case with Xiao down in the count 3-0. If the Aces get their second win of the KBO Fall League season, it's not going to be an easy one. A get-me-over strike. And almost 100% Park had the red light. Runners on base also being the 9th inning. Big pitch on the way. Rounded foul. That could have been trouble. The Aces defense has been spectacular all day long. We've seen diving plays from Belbin and also Burke in the outfield. We've seen Bajarski put his body on the line in right. You feel like a ball goes in play, a 50-50 ball. If you're Shao, you are probably pretty confident in your D right now. Full counts, 2 on, 1 out in the ninth. Lifted foul. Park lives to see another pitch. And it just feels like the stakes get higher and higher. Man, it's been one heck of a game. Top ground ball. Why not do it again? Why not? This is elite baseball from Shao and Park. Park, one of the top hitters on his team. Shao has just been electric in his very short career with the Aces. Just first time on the roster. Called strike 3. A huge pitch from Zhang Jun Shao. He sits down, the Heroes' best hitter, with 2 aboard in the ninth, up by 1 run. Now that is clutch baseball. It's been that off speed, that breaker that has worked so well for him. And he goes back to it in a pretentious spot in the ball game. Now here's Byung-Yeon Kim, the last chance for the Heroes. He swings at the first pitch, foul. Now, you're not out of the woods yet. Obviously, it's not over till it's over. This Heroes team has collected many 2-out clutch hits this ball game. Time is called. Aces 1 pitch away from the win. 0-2. After a walk and a single with 1 out, Zhang Jun Shao has put up an incredible performance against some of the best hitters on this team. Lifted foul, and these hitters, we've mentioned it once, we've mentioned it twice, they're pesky. They're not taking anything close. Doing a good job at extending at-bats. Waiting for that mistake. Zhang Jun Shao, can he get one more? Oh, and a check swing. Wow. That embodies the approach and the type of game that the Heroes have been playing. By any means necessary, keep that at-bat alive. Another 0-2. Chopped. Shao fields. Fires. And the Aces win a roller coaster of a ball game. Take it how you can get it. Zhang Jun Shao shuts the door in a 9th inning jam, and a huge smile from John Diebel and the Aces faithful around the world. What a game. The Aces put up another incredible performance on offense, 11 runs, but the bullpen was almost the Achilles heel. The Heroes battled all the way through. It was a sweaty one. It was what they call a heart attack kind of game. The Aces are now 2-1 in KBO Fall League play. Wow. Let's send it back to the studio. How are we feeling, everyone? The Aces at one point were up 10-4, 4 unanswered runs for the Heroes to make it 10-8. An insurance run, a big insurance run late to put up 11. Then it's 11-10. Incredible game. You have to give credit up and down this entire lineup because everyone in the Aces starting 9 reached base. Now let's take a look at our player of the game because there are so many options. Who ended up winning? Aaron Whitefield won player of the game. So he reached twice on a walk. He singled and he doubled. He reached 4 out of 6 times at the plate. He was a spark plug. He gave the Aces the momentum, and like I said earlier, not only just the physical part of having a runner on base, it's the mental part. It puts stress on the pitcher. When you give the leadoff runner a board, you have a guy stealing bases. And man, the Aces needed every run they could get early on in that game, which was the problem on Wednesday, where Melbourne couldn't get that big hit to really put their foot on the gas to get ahead. They got it today, and they got just enough. What a game. Thank you guys for joining. So right here, Sunday will be the next Aces game against a Korean independent team. But unfortunately, we will not be streaming that. You can check all the updates on social media, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you like to be. Keep up with the team. See the full recaps on the website. And the next stream right here on Aces TV, you should be watching. I know you'll be watching because you're watching right now. Will be against another Korean Independent League team on Friday. Next Friday at 6 p.m. So we'll see all of you 6 p.m. prime time. What a win for the Aces. Thank you so much for joining. My name's Andrew Henderson. Thank you so much, Matt McLeish, doing everything behind the scenes. I'll see you all next time.
This broadcast is powered by Sportscast Australia.